Can you gain muscle without bulking? Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I am Steve Shaw. Guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the question, can you gain muscle without bulking or being in an excess of calories above your maintenance level? That's what bulking is. Can you build muscle without eating more calories than your maintenance level or bulking? Before I get into that topic, guys, if you have a question, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. So the question was asked to the big, hairy, ugly dude. Big, hairy, ugly dude, can you build muscle without bulking? Okay, so let's dive into it. Calorie maintenance level is how many calories you can eat per day and maintain your weight. Maintenance level. A cutting diet typically has fewer calories than your maintenance level, 2, 3, 4, 500 calories fewer than your maintenance level. A bulk is generally considered to be a few hundred calories, 2, 3, 4, even 500 calories above your maintenance level. This is considered the best way to pack on muscle mass. But the question is, can you gain muscle mass without bulking or eating in a calorie excess? Eating excessive amounts of calories above your maintenance level? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. This might be shocking to some of you. It might even be shocking to some of you that have followed me for a very long time and know that I encourage bulking for guys that aren't overweight. But let me explain. Here is the reality. There are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of studies done on individuals studying hypertrophy or the muscle building process. Not all, but a vast majority, a very high percentage of these studies, individuals are put on muscle building protocols, whether they're high intensity training or they're studying the impact of negative reps or time under tension or volume or whatever the case may be. During these studies, very few of these studies, and here's the important part, very few of these studies encourage individuals to eat a specific amount of calories or even a specific amount of protein per day. With that established, and let me repeat that, most of these muscle building studies don't encourage a certain amount of calorie intake, bulking, or a certain amount of protein intake. So despite that fact, people are still building muscle in almost all of these studies. What does that tell us? The reality is that you don't need to bulk to build muscle. Are some of these people going home and eating more because they're lifting? Certainly. Are some of these people eating at maintenance level and building muscle? Certainly. Are some of these people eating slightly below maintenance level and building muscle? Yes, some of them. But here's what you need to understand. Don't get your hopes up. Just because, and this is the logical flow here that you need to remember, just because people can build muscle at maintenance or sometimes in a deficit does not mean it's optimal. Does not mean it's optimal. Can it be done? Yes. Science shows us that it can be done. A meta-analysis and it shows us that you can build muscle without bulking. Is it the most efficient manner? No. Is it optimal? No. As a lifter that's been doing this for 31 or 32 years, I can tell you what I do know is that the more food I eat, the easier it is for me to build strength. Now, obviously, the easier it is for you to build strength, the easier it's going to be for you to build muscle. The body has an extra amount of calories. The body approaches things from levels of importance. Maintaining the organs and the brain and the blood flow and all that kind of stuff requires a certain amount of calories, and that is the top priority for the body. When you're in a deficit, there's not going to be as many calories to do things like build or expand upon new muscle tissue, etc. So the more calories you eat, the better the body is going to be at building muscle and adding on strength. So you need to remember that. Does that mean you should eat like a pig? No. We should always bulk, if we are bulking, at a very moderate rate, and consider the long term. Don't try to rush or force bulking. How about those of you that just want to eat at calorie maintenance level and aren't really concerned with being a bodybuilder? That's fine. That's fine. Just understand that your rate of gains are slow, and approach things from a longer standpoint, the long term. I want to leave with talking about one study that will kind of nail down just how anabolic food is. There was a study many years ago on sumo wrestlers, and I don't have this study handy, but Dr. Casey Butt talked about this, and I've referenced this many times, and it's a study that's been referenced to death. But they did a study on sumo wrestlers, and they found that these sumo wrestlers had just about as much lean body mass as the average natural bodybuilder. So even these guys are super hefty, super big. When you looked at their lean body mass, or how much muscle they had without the fat, they had almost as much muscle as natural bodybuilders. Now, there were some flaws in this study because they underestimated the body fat percentages of these sumo wrestlers, and if you look at the numbers, it almost made them look like their lean body masses were a little bit too high. But even still, it does show us that food intake, when you eat an extra amount of food, it doesn't just go to building fat. People think that every extra calorie you intake goes to your belly and just goes to fat. You'll also build some muscle. So an extra amount of calories not only will help you build a little bit of fat, but even if you don't lift, it's anabolic in the sense that it'll help you build a little bit more muscle. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.